Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Wednesday, the 7th of July, 2021, and the time about 8:20. Now, before we go any further, I want to remind you, today at 12:15, I'll open up our What's Up live webinar. It will start promptly at 12:30 p.m. It lasts no more than 15 to 20 minutes. You must register to get in. It is totally free. If you didn't receive an invite from me, click right up here. You'll see this icon. That will get you in. If you have any questions you want me to answer, it helps if you send me them ahead of time at iepstein@linn, that's LINNLLC.com. It's pretty simple. Okay. So we're trying the upside again in a number of the metals, especially the copper got up today to the 436 level. This is pretty wild action. It's very hard to figure out. I was just watching the head of Treasuries for JP Morgan and TD Ameritrade fight it out, if you will, on Bloomberg. Good arguments, but everybody's questioning what is going on now that the 10-year note cracked back under the 130%. Wow. I mean, this is the opposite of what people thought. And that's going to be the big question. Is inflation coming, or have we seen a peak already in this reflation idea and the market is tiring itself out? We'll see. People thought already that if you cracked 1325 in the 10-year note that you'd get a big break in the stock indices. That was news this week. I already heard this yesterday. And that did not happen, so we'll wait and see what that is. Meanwhile, this is still breaking the euro. Other currencies are sort of meandering right here. On the energy market, I've heard nothing other than President Biden, who has little influence between the UAE and Saudi Arabia in their spat over what to do, is telling the world, hey, we can't afford these high oil prices. We know that, and we want to see some production. But when you look at the spare capacity since 2018 that the UAE has increased, while others don't have that, I understand the UAE argument. They want a higher baseline. Give it to them. Then you can do your 400,000 barrels a day. They'll put out another 600,000. You've already done it with how many people that aren't the fourth largest oil producer in the world and have created all that. Okay, you don't want to do it? Fine. Fight yourself out. Bitcoin really not doing a lot one way or the other here as I'm taking a look at the other markets, trying to figure out what the silver and the gold want to do. Sort of hard, in all honesty. They're just doing one of these, not really throwing out new signals as I see it one way or the other. As for the data of the day, the mortgage market headline numbers, as you can see, down in each of the categories, not by a lot, but down. I don't know how you compare the U.S. retail sales to the first 5 weeks of June last year or July, and the reason is we were in the midst. Remember, we had gone into the lockdown last March, and we were still feeling the full pressure. I remember coming home to my office here now permanently at the end of March, April. So these are still numbers that it's hard to run by. On the other hand, they are improvements. The Conference Board Help Wanted Index comes out at 9. The Federal Reserve, their minutes come out at 1 o'clock. You think everybody's not going to scrutinize that? They will, and we'll get another reading as to what the tea leaves say. And the API number, because of the holiday, was delayed a day. That comes out today at 3:30, and tomorrow the EIA number will come out at 9:30 in the morning. So that's where you're at. I hope to see you today at 12:15. You have a great trading day. Take care now.